Marshall Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Wentz to throw on second down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here we go now. Blue Landy. Blue Landy.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw, it's McCown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he goes out of bounds runs across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Fresh set of downs here.
I got 86. I got 86.
Throwing is Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wentz on third down. Aguilar has it. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. On first down, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go now.
McCown now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. Powell with a first down and more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now McCown. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. McCown on the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now McCown. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is the running back, Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go again with Powell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action. Now McCown. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
First down, a run with Smallwood. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They start this with a run for Powell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, here's McCown. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Throwing is McCown on third down. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Blunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Mike Pennell in there to they'll drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. This one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out now come the Jets. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
On first down, McCown. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
First and 10. Here's McCown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll begin here with Blunt. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. McCown now on first down, and he fires one incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's second down. Hey, you know, switching gears for a second, we were talking before the broadcast about the 0-3 teams who might have the best chance to turn their season around right now. You got the Bengals, Browns, Chargers, Giants, and 49ers. Who do you think out of that group?
I'm going to go with the New York Giants. They play in a very tough division, as we well know, but the way the offense came alive in the fourth quarter against Philadelphia, if that continues to ascend, they have an excellent defense, supreme confidence, because remember, they went to the playoffs last season.
Right.
They think they can get back there with a quarterback who's done it at a big-time level before, in Eli Manning. So I would pick the Giants #1 to turn things around, but I'd keep an eye on the San Francisco 49ers. To me, that they are a team that's going to continue to improve throughout the year. The record at the end might not show it, but they're going to be awfully good down the road.
10 yards to go on third. It's McCown again. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Powell.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First is McCown. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
McCown again on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Wentz going to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Now a handoff looking right. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Wentz throwing on second down. To the right side, caught by Saleh. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He can run for it, and he will. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here we go.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go. 3-19.
McCown giving to Powell on the draw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now they'll throw with McCown. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Powell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On play action, it's McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
They run with Powell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Let's go! 319! 319!
McCown to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd and long, it's McCown. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start the drive with Smallwood. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On second down, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First and 10. Here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on second and 10 now. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. McCown throwing on second. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They run the counter now on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run Smallwood. And he's got some space here. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run with Smallwood. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blount with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage. New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.